Hey everybody, give me one moment to get my YouTube side all ready to go, and then we will get into chatting. This is a spur of the moment live stream. I didn't plan on doing one, but I had some free time. I'm just getting my YouTube side. Let me just get everything set up over here. I don't know what I'm doing. Give me one moment. Let's see. It's been so long, I've forgotten what I'm doing. So, figured I'd pop on and see who was around today. Hey, Be Charming. I'm just getting my YouTube side going here. I probably should have did that before I started. I have to choose where I want to put it, like in my master playlist, or let me see. Hold on. God, it's been so long. How are you, Be Charming? Nothing exciting going on here. Not at all. Let's see. Let me put my live chat replay. They changed some stuff. So, okay, I think I'm good. Let me get out of here, and over to here. I'm holding my own too. I just went out. I got my hair cut. I let it get so long. So I just had her trim it. It's pretty short, huh? Nothing fancy. I just get it done the way I've always done it. We were talking about because she's my son's ex-girlfriend and the mother of Brockton. She has her own salon. So I go to her, and we were just talking about her little girl that she had with her new fiance and my grandson, and then I came right back home. I don't like to be out there. Ever since my brother-in-law, thank you. It's all white. This is all white. It may look blonde, but it's white. This is all white. And then in the back, it's all brown. Believe it or not. This is all white mixed in with my blonde, my natural blonde and brown. And then in the back is just all brown. I hate it. I wanted to get highlights done in the back, but I didn't. But yeah, this is all white. It's white. Anyway, so yeah, we started, I did start my onions, and they sprouted. I was so shocked. I tried onions years ago, several years ago, but I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't have the cells where they have the holes in the bottom of the cells. I didn't know anything about growing, and so everything molded out. So now I started different. I did. Hey, Sherry and Hands. I did them with the regular growing cells, and they sprouted. Some of them. I'm still waiting on some because I did like 5 different varieties. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 different varieties. But that's the only thing I've started so far. It's still really cold here. Where's my what the heck? It says it's 48, but it feels a lot colder than that outside. A lot colder. And where I used to have my temperature, it's no longer there. It's the S&P numbers now. I don't know. That means facial spread, facial stress. Anyway, what's been going on here? Chris got his teeth in. We've been doing some prepping. We've been doing, we did spring cleaning in here, changed out the curtains, washed all the windows this past weekend. He brought out the patio table and chairs and got those out. We cleaned off the porch. Sherry. It's so nice to see you guys. Over the last couple weekends, we went thrift store shopping, and if you can see back there, probably can't. Hold on, I'll show you. Wrong light. I have sconces here, and then I have sconces on this side of the wall. And oh god, I'm putting on lights I don't need to put on. I still have 2 more sconces there that I got to put up, and then we bought these ones all at thrift stores, and these are metal, and this was like a silver, but our bathroom is black, so Chris got some shiny spray paint, and we spray painted them, and we're gonna put these up in the bathroom. And at the Dollar Tree, they had these 5-hour candles, these these are about this tall. There's like 6 of them in a box for $1.25. So I bought a bunch of boxes last year or the year before when I first started prepping. And then I bought some more. And that's what's in those sconces over there. And I have another one that I hung out on the porch. Hey, side dishes. And it's a big piece of wood, and it has 3 mason jars that were used with clamps, and they were clamped them to the wood. So I put some votive candles in there, and those are out on that porch. And we went down in the basement and in the house, around the areas of the house, and we got these little battery lights. They look like light switches. They literally look like light switches. They're a white box with a light switch, and then the lights on the side. And we had bought camo ones last year, and we put all those down in the basement, and he screwed them to the rafters above like all my food shelves and the freezers and things like that, and a couple over by the boiler, all the areas that we would need them. And I bought a battery recharger for AAAs and A's. So we've been stocking up on a lot of things like that, a little bit at a time, because we pay cash for everything. His hours have been really cut. No overtime lately. Hopefully that'll get better as the weather gets better, but it's still really cold here. So we've been doing those kinds of things, stocking up on non-food preps, batteries, matches, just things like that we could use around here. And food things, laundry soap and things like that. I did find the whole series of House for $40. I was so excited because that's one of Sierra's favorite shows right now. And I love House MD. So we found it at Walmart for $40. So I bought that. I don't buy a lot of brand new stuff, but that one, because I've been collecting them, and I had only gotten like season 1, and my daughter-in-law had given me like 2 and 4 or something like that. But sometimes I just want to get them collected, and so I bought the whole series. It was $40. I'm like, that's a good price. So I got that. We've been watching a lot of DVDs lately, just old movies that, if you look on there, you have to rent them. Even though you're subscribed to a lot of these streaming channels, you still have to rent them. So I'm like, no. Oh, you have your face on there. I'm going to have to go look. I don't know how to pull it up on here. Maybe I could go to one moment, please. No, I don't. Oh, I can go to the channel. Oh boy. I better not touch anything. Every time I touch something, side dishes, I lose everything. You look like a little cutie pie from that little thing I can see. Try one of the outside solar lights they use for sidewalk lighting. See if it's bright enough to charge inside. Oh yeah, I thought about doing that, Han Solo. Um, we have a couple Dollar Trees around here, so no lie, the ones I bought last year from the Dollar Tree are still out in our raised beds, and they're still going strong. They're still going strong. So they're not as bright as I would like them to be, but they're still showing up. So yeah, I am really focused on getting this house paid off. So we're trying not to blow through any more money, especially with him and the hours not being there right now. Like literally, he went in at 10 o'clock the other day. 10 o'clock was his start time, and he was home by out by 1. And then the last couple days, the trucks wouldn't start, and he sat there in line for like 3 hours waiting to get loaded up and had to get out of line. Everybody was washing out and going home. There was no more jobs. So things are my thought is either things are trickling down where not many people are needing concrete right now, and that's gonna probably play out all year. He's probably not gonna be as busy as he was last year because of the way the economy is. With all the Amazons, we have an Amazon being built right here in Charlton, and I think they're not finishing it or they're not going to be opening it once it's done. So the town had a major vote on that and blah, blah, blah. It went through all the freaking red tape, and now they're probably not even going to be opening it. So I have a feeling this year is going to be a tight year. Our electric, literally, I was on a budget plan. I never signed up for a budget plan until this year. And it was $341 a month for our budget. And if anything, it started in October. So if our monthly usage was over that 341, it adds up over the period up until October of this year. And we have to pay it all at the end. So the first month, it was $89 over. It's slowly gone up to like 100 over, 185. This past month, it was $250 over. So our electric bill was almost $600. So they sent me a notice on my electric bill saying that they do a periodic review of the budgets. So starting next month, my budget amount will be $597 instead of the 341 that it started at. Yeah. So I called, and they had the solar vehicle charge. No, they had the electric vehicle charge and a solar charge, and I tried to get those taken off, and she said those are imposed by the state. They can't take them off. One is $5 and something a month, and the other one's a few. But we have no choice. We have to have that. Yeah, a month, Sherry. So we shut down the refrigerator downstairs, and I'm working on the small freezer trying to get everything up here. But I have a huge 20-pound bag of rice, and I have a lot of other stuff. So trying to eat out of that because it's all our frozen bags of stuff like French fries, vegetables, things like that. So I'm trying to make room in this freezer up here for that to eat through it. My chicken nuggets that have to be eaten because they're starting to get freezer crystals on them. So we're trying to work through that so we can shut that freezer down. And then like I took chicken out. I'm making fried chicken tonight. I took thighs out. They're soaking in buttermilk. So I'm trying to take things out of the freezers more. And so we can consolidate back down to maybe one freezer and shut the two newest ones, shut those down. But I'm not getting rid of them. I want to keep them because who knows? We may need them at some point. We may see some crap coming and we want to stock back up again. In camping section, you can get collapsible. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Not really. He does like to collect scrap metal, which we went to my son's and got a scrap grill. but they're not paying a lot in prices right now. He just did a run a couple weeks ago when he had a Saturday off, and we wanted to clean out what he had stored, and he didn't. He used that money to get his fishing license for the year, and we still had to kick some in, and he didn't get much. Oh, I didn't know that. Anyway, we'll make do. We have money saved. It's just, like I said, we're all cash, and with everything, all this crap going on, the economy, we're thinking about not opening the pool this year. But then if we don't open the pool, the water will go stagnant and we'll have a really hard time cleaning it. So we may open it because nobody really used it. We went in a couple times and that was it. But if we do open it, we just won't run the pump 24/7. Last year we had to, for like 2 months, we ran it 24/7 because we had such bad water. I had turned the jet and I didn't realize I turned the jet the wrong way. So it wasn't circulating right. So all algae built up and we were working on that for a month. And now that I know the proper way, we won't have to run it 24/7, just 4 or 5 hours and then shut it off. Hey, Gardner Josh. Uh, but he did work long hours last night, so that worked out good. So I'm hoping, you know, it may not be as productive this year as it was last year because of the economy, but we're going to feel it out. And if it's a drastic change, then we'll see about him going back into the trash company jobs. But it's so stressful, and this guy is so awesome, and he takes care of his employees. But we gotta do what's right for us, and I want to get this house paid off, but I don't want him to job hop either. So we'll see. I have a feeling it'll pick up. It just may not be to the magnitude it was last year. But how are you guys all doing? What have you been up to? Gardner Josh, I bet you're planning and planning and planning. It's still too cold here for anything. I did start my onions and I did I'm doing an experiment with some candy onions. They are short day, but I wanted to try a couple seeds. And then I tried some new pelleted seeds and they poked through. But I've never grown onions on my own. I always did the Dixondale, which I do have some of those coming. And I have potatoes that were shipped out from Wood Prairie Farms. So, but I also have a box of potatoes that I did from last year that have sprouted. And some of these sprouts are like this tall. So I don't know if I can even still grow them. They shot right through the cardboard in the box. So those have to go out. And I did check outside, and the soil in the garden boxes are able to be moved. So we probably could put the potatoes in another week or so. Uh, oh, that's a good idea, Sherry. We're doing a lot of things around here, though, that we just neglected to do. So we are working on that. Baby goats are hitting the ground. They are cute. They are cute, but nothing exciting. I'm not out shopping really. And if we do, it's strictly stuff we need. Like I've made a list. I want to get some Flex Seal and start stocking up on some of that. I did know I need more AAA batteries. Um, the cigarette rolling machine, the manual one that he was using, just stopped really working, so I got to order a new one of those. We're going to set up the Blackstone grill that my son bought me for Christmas. Excited about that. I've been watching YouTube videos on cooking on that. The Hungry Hussy is a good channel. He cooks on his Blackstone, so I'm learning a lot about cooking on the Blackstone. But Oh, I forgot to hang up the phone. I've been doing a lot of reading too. I've been taking some time out and just relaxing and reading on the couch because I was watching video after video. I was watching, every morning I get up, I watch pinball, I watch Appalachia, and I just watched some of the channels, and I just felt like I was getting too pulled, if you can say it that way. It was just getting to be too much. So I stepped away from the computer. All the videos I've been putting up have been um, stuff that I did a month ago. Nothing is anything new. And I have literally one more video left that I had saved up to drop. And then I have to start making new ones, which, hey, Life with Bobby. Um, I got to start making new videos. Haven't even been making any videos of my cooking because everything that we've been cooking here has been stuff we've made before. No new recipes. Just a lot of spring cleaning and things like that. I thought about that too, Life with Bobby. I was watching a lot of dumpster diving videos at one point last year, but out here, they're not open. They keep them all locked here. All the businesses do, and they have fences built around them and walls built around them. So you just can't do it here. Nowhere. But I watched a lot of videos where people are doing that and they're getting real nice stuff in there. They don't do that around here. It's all locked. Everything's locked. Yeah, the weather just hasn't been cooperating. It's been rainy, cold. We had the other day when we were out, it was hailing. Hail hitting the windshield. So I can turn the soil in the raised bed, so we'll be getting to that soon. Um, we went downstairs and put a lot of lights up in places that, like by the boiler, I wanted a couple of those lights up. And I bought the rechargeable batteries and the recharger so that I can recharge batteries and replace them as I need them and those things. Um, I don't have solar. We just can't afford it. Um, but one of my goals this year would be to save up for maybe a solar generator to have as a backup to our gas power generator. Um, but that's, something we'd save for. But what have you guys been doing? What have you been up to, Sherry and Han Solo, besides hanging out on YouTube streets? Because you're always somewhere. I've just I've been burnt out from YouTube, honestly, and taking a little break. And you know, this was meant to be just for my family to see when I'm gone anyway. So um, some days I'll just sit and read a book for hours. Just read a book, and then other days I'm up raring to go, prepping, vac sealing. I just put another 20-pound bag of rice in the freezer. I did notice at Walmart, I've been watching now, literally the tuna section is like an aisle, not even that big, not much wider than my monitor, the tuna section. Same with the rice. There was like one or two bags of 20-pound rices, and then it was all these other rice brands I never heard of, and the rice was small. And thank God that I stored hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of rice last year, and sugar and all that stuff, because I started really doing more number 10 can storage. He installed I bought the number 10 can opener that attaches to a table. He installed that in the kitchen on the table where the microwave is, so that it's out of the way, but I can still open a number 10 can if I need to manually. Um, and I bought a meat grinder at a consignment shop. However, didn't realize it's not one of those adjustable clamps. It's a set clamp and it won't fit on the table. The table's too wide. So he's going to build me something that it can attach to. And, but I only paid $6 for it. So I can always look for another one. I do have some electric ones too. But yeah, I'm trying to think of manual stuff to do. Saturday had birthday party for Emmett, 25, screaming 7-year-old. Yeah. We went and seen Emmett over the weekend, Emmett and Audra. And it's fun watching them grow up. I'm trying to catch up on planning. I know we have to do that here, Han Solo. It's chilly, but it's sunny today and there's no wind, but it is cold out. And if I'm out too long, I will get sick. So I have to wait until that weather is good enough for me to be outside. I can't be getting sick like that. So there's that. But Chris got a surge of energy the other night, and got a lot of things on my to-do list. I keep a list of things that we have to do. Like I got to outside on the porch, I got to wash the walls and vacuum all the cobwebs that come over the year, And then we got to finish putting the bricks around the greenhouse because we ran out of bricks last year. So I got to plant my potatoes. We got to we took the plastic down off the porch, but some of the staples. So we got to take. I tried, but my hands just can't pull. He puts like thousands of staples. So, but we went and stocked up on duct tape, batteries, battery charger, little things that I noticed in my gaps I needed to get better stocked up on. Hey, Chris Piat. I have learned over this past winter, and this is something that I'm grateful for, on stocking too much of something and not enough of other things. So, what did I have to get rid of? I had stocked up on a lot of, when I had the coupon lady, stocked up on a lot of Ken salad dressing and Sugar Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. And I had stuff from 2021 that didn't taste right. So I dumped a lot of it. So it made me aware of just what to stock up on and not too much of. That's been a learning thing for me this last few months. I'm seeing what I overstocked and what I shouldn't be doing. And so I'm grateful for that because I just really starting food stocking in the last 3 years. So I kind of just went willy-nilly and bought things that I thought would hold up well, but I didn't know if we liked. So now I'm rotating through it and realizing, okay, we don't really need so much of this. So I'm learning that way, and that's been a good thing for me. How are you doing, Chris Piat? So it's been a lot of learning curves for me. Yeah. Like I know I don't go through a whole lot of flour right now. So the flour that I have bagged up and put in the freezer, taken out, got to temp and then vac sealed, I'm going to use that up, but I'm not going to store so much of that. Again, I had a lot of coupons for that. And I realized I have a lot, and I mean a lot of number 10 cans of flour from the LDS cannery. So I don't have to buy flour for several years. At the rate we go through it, we just don't need a whole lot of it. Do you know what a build to list is? No, I never heard. Build to list. No. I don't know what that is. I may know what it is, but it may be called something different here. But I'm just learning a lot about the stuff that I've stocked over the period of time that I stock too much of. And I think everybody goes through that when they start doing this. But I'm learning what our family could do less of a stock with and more of a stock with. I do want to stock up on more votive candles. And we went to Walmart. We were looking for something else, and I went down the candle aisle, and it's mad expensive for pillar candles and votive candles. And I can get I searched the yard sales, and I got a big bag of votive candles that have never been used. It must have been for like a wedding or something. They were like baby blue. I don't care the color. If I need them in and they were $2 for a bag of like 60 of them. I was like, I'm buying it. Same thing with, I noticed at the consignment shop, a bag of napkins that were not opened. They were different, like birthday napkins, Christmas napkins, but they weren't opened. So I bought a whole bunch of those real cheap and put them down in my paper goods section with my plates and that kind of stuff, my paper plates. And because they don't have to be used for those occasions. You can just use them when, like, when we're eating like when I'm eating a muffin or something at night in the living room, I can just grab one of those napkins. It doesn't have to be for an actual holiday. Hey, Equine. So yeah, I've been hitting the thrift stores and the consignment stores, and we found a lot of those sconces at thrift stores, and they were a little loose where the candle goes in, but Chris brought them downstairs and he fixed them, nailed them. We stained some because one was a green with flowers on it, but he sanded it down and we stained it the color we wanted, which is the brown. So, and we threw a Dollar Tree candle in there, an emergency candle, and now I feel better. If we had to use candle for lighting, they're up off the wall, on the wall, away from where the cat could knock a candle over. What is a build to list? Han Solo? My brother-in-law. My sister sent a picture to all of us. Showed all the metal and hardware in his neck. It goes from literally right under his scalp all the way down both sides to the top of his back, both sides, so the whole neck. Yeah, he's gonna be hurt. He's gonna have to. He's my age, so things are gonna not be as easy to heal. And in the winter when it gets cold, it's gonna be arthritis-y, and he already has osteoporosis, or osteoarthritis, but he's doing better. It's an inventory management system. You pick a base amount per item. As you use, you build back up to the base amount. 6 use 2, and 2 get 2 more. I thought about that. I had bought, Lisa Sutton from Sutton's Days has an inventory thing, and she keeps it to a clipboard, and you keep it down where your stuff is, and when you take something, you deduct it. The problem is I'm not the only one that goes down there, and when I'm not home and someone goes down there and takes something off the shelf, it's already they don't seem to grab. I've put notes, pull from the front, not from the back. I put the notes right there, typed out and labeled to the shelves, and they still don't do it. So I wouldn't know unless I go down there every week and recheck everything and recount everything, and I'm not doing that. I learned now what we will go through, what with what we won't go through. I won't stock up on so many salad dressings. Um, Back then I had all these coupons and I'd have to use them before the expire date. So I'd have to stock, and otherwise I'd lose the coupon, and I didn't want to do that. So now I don't have the coupons and I have to buy everything at sale price or full price. I will be able to pay attention more and not stock so much of everything. Hey, Mountaineer Mama. Thank you, Equine. I do too, Life with Bobby. Um, like I'll go and I like my nuggets, my chicken nuggets at home in the bags here, but I like this sweet and sour sauce from McDonald's. So when we go, I'll ask for an extra one or two. Same with the napkins over on my table where my TV, where I watch TV. If you see this little table right there, see it with the ashtray on it? At the bottom is like it's like a magazine rack, but I keep all napkins in there. So all the extra fast food napkins go in there. So when I'm sitting over in my spot watching TV, I have a napkin. If I want milk and cookies, I just pull a napkin out. Yeah, so I do that too. When we went to Burger King over the weekend and I had a bunch of napkins that we grabbed while we were eating, but there was a stack left. So I just put them in my pocketbook and brought them home with me and they go in there. Um, I dip my fries in sweet and sour sauce too. My hash browns, McDonald's hash browns with their sweet and sour sauce. So every time I get hash browns, I get sweet and sour sauce and I'll ask for two and I'll put one away to bring home. I hope you're having a good day, Mountaineer Mama. I did try all these inventory things and it just with everybody pulling from there all the time, it just was not practical. That's why when I bring new stuff in the house, I label it with the black Sharpie and I put it on the shelves. So it gets put towards the back and I pull things forward. The kids are slowly getting doing it more where they're pulling from the front now. But I had to go down and show them, okay, when you pull the ketchup, pull from the front. Like I'm still using ketchup from 2021. Heinz ketchup. Yeah. But some things it don't last that long, like the cream stuff, they go bad. They congeal and everything. So I learned that. I had socked away way too many creamy dressings and um other things that were creamy. I had to dump because it just wasn't right. I just opened a bag of chicken drumsticks today that were in the freezer since 2021 and they just didn't smell right to me. So I dumped those. Um, so yeah. I don't like a smell. If I even have a hint of a smell, I don't take the chance. I will toss it. I don't want to get stomach aches, stomach food poisoning, none of that. I have so much Han Solo, so much. I did go downstairs because when I empty out a mason jar, I have a box up there usually on the table where I put my clean mason jars. When we've emptied them out and washed them, I'll put them on there, and then when it fills up, I bring it downstairs and put it away. And I was noticing I was just throwing jars anywhere. I was putting pint jars with quart jars and half pint jars with 3/4 pint jars. So I went downstairs and I organized by the size of the jars on my it was those cubbies that I have down there. So each cubby had I could fit one box in there. And so I have one box that has a couple pint jars, wide mouth, one with pint regular mouth. Same with the quarts. And so everything's not all mixed up now. But I did some time down there. We did a lot of time down there organizing and consolidating our bins and consolidating our food and yeah. I'm learning as I go. So now I know, okay, how to do it better so that I'm not having to go through that step later on. Pick a day of the week and go down with them. You read off the sheet until they get in the habit. Yeah, I could. I could. The mailman's here. I'm not expecting anything. All my bills come electronically. But it's a learning curve because, like I said, I didn't really start stocking food until 3 years ago when COVID hit. I didn't. Um, I did couponing before that, but it wasn't really a lot of food stuff to where I would stock to this magnitude. Um, like I have enough trash bags to get me through several years. But I only had that because I had the coupon lady. Now I don't. So I'm slowly buying things at sale prices now without the coupon. So I'm limited as to how many I can. Something just came for me. One moment, please. I'm not expecting anything. Oh, it's my potatoes. Oh, all right. I'll do an unboxing video. Perishable, do not freeze. These are from Wood Prairie Family Farm, this from Maine. Yeah. Whoops. So I'll do an unboxing on those. So we're gonna definitely have to get those out and planted. I have to see how much they've sprouted. But these last 3 years have been a learning curve for me on food storage. I'm finding at this point, I like the idea of freeze dried stuff more on certain things like flour and sugar because it's done for you. So, and I have so much Maillard sugar and things like that and rice, Maillard. And then I have it vac sealed and then I have it number 10 sealed. So I'm good in those areas where a lot of people don't, I don't have to store that stuff right now and I can focus on other stuff. Hey, Prepper Steading, when you're into the computer again, look up the shelf life info, then compare to your stock. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Because I know those pull tab cans don't last as long. And I overstocked on the Chef Boyardees. I have so many cases of Chef Boyardee that the kids don't really eat it anymore. So they eat it once in a blue moon. When I did stock up, it was because they were eating it a lot, but now they don't. So I have all this stuff. I actually gave a couple cases to Sierra's friend's mom, and I'll probably send some to my grandson's house. Hey, Steading. I'm sure you've already talked to Chris today. My computer keeps zigzagging on my screen. I hope all my, let me check the outlet. Oh, I can't even get back to the outlet. It's plugged in. This is a newer monitor. Oh, God. What do you mean not yet? Yep, I agree, Sherry Leach. Yep. I've gotten it down to where I don't have such an overflow of things we don't eat. I've been making recipes with it and cooking with it just to try them. So I'm making fried chicken tonight. I got them soaking in buttermilk, some chicken thighs. And I'm going to make some Kraft mac and cheese because Todd likes that. I have so much of that vac sealed. And then I'm making a lasagna that we made before. It was really good. And then I am going to do, I'm repeating a recipe because we liked it so much. I'm going to make a full batch of it. It's that penne casserole. And then I took out the chicken pot pie recipe that we really liked. I'm going to make that because I want to use the frozen mixed vegetables that are in that small freezer so I can clean that freezer out. So right now I'm trying to make recipes that involve stuff from that freezer so I can get that one shut down. Hey, Brian. Oh, you haven't talked to Chris yet? Okay. So, Chris, if you're listening, I've got a bone to pick with you. I make sure that if I hear his alarm going off over and over and I don't hear him moving around, I get up to make sure he's not late for work. I've asked him repeatedly if if he had to go to work this morning around the time I would be getting up. So I said, I've always told him, if you notice that I'm not waking up, because usually I wake right up and I come over here, I have my medications. And I say, if you don't hear me waking up by the time you're leaving, wake me up so I can make sure I see. He never does. Never does. He sends me a text. Are you awake? I ignored it today because I woke up an hour later than I should have. And he had left in that time. He could have woke me up before he left and walked out the door. So when he asked if I was awake, I ignored it and I didn't answer it. He didn't call to try to wake me up when I didn't answer his text. He just whatever. So he has no idea if I got up on time and got Sierra. That's how much he gives a shit. But when I hear his alarm going off and the man is not waking up for work, I make sure I get up so that he don't get and miss work. I'm done with that. So if you're listening, Chris, take a bite. Hey, Moonlight, because if Sierra misses the bus, I have to drive her. And today I overslept. I did. We stayed up late watching TV and I overslept, and I could have used him waking me up before he walked out the door. It was the same time I needed to be up was when he was walking out the door. He could have just woke me up. What is a text going to do if I'm not awake? It's on silent. I don't have it beep or anything. You would have thought a normal person, if that were me and I texted him saying, "Are you awake?" and he didn't answer me within 10 minutes, I would have been calling so that he would have heard the phone. But nope, didn't even get that. So that's for you, Christopher. How you doing, Moonlight? Brian? I'm sure he's not listening to me. And then on my Facebook, I got a friend request from this kid, Justin, that worked at Sterling, that he found out was the one making all those rude sounds about him on the radio. He friend requested me on Facebook. I'm like, delete. No, thank you. He no longer works there anymore, I guess. But I'm like, I'm not going to accept your friend request after you did all that to Chris over the last time that you were working there. You're the reason I stopped sending the muffins in. Yeah. I'm getting feisty. Hey, Fix It Lady. You guys have to watch the Fix It Lady. She does some amazing crafts. She does some amazing crafts. I like watching. She's so relaxing to sit and watch. Oh, she had knee surgery? Oh boy, Moonlight. Well, that's good that she has you. Do you ride your horse? Your horse that you have? Do you actually ride the horse? It's nice to see everybody. I try to do one prepping thing a day, at least one. Whether it be, seed starting, or I went down and got all my seeds and all my growing stuff. And we did get rid of the treadmill that was sitting here. I gave it away on Facebook for free to a couple that lived out here. They answered the ad and they came and took it. We weren't getting on it. It seemed like a good idea and it was all great intentions, but we weren't using it. No, I know, Brian. I don't get anybody's notifications anymore. I got tired of going in and ringing bells and resubscribing and unsubscribing and I just got tired of that. And now I go to that person's channel to see if they're actually live, if I really am in the mood to watch. Not yet. Still getting weight and muscle on him. Oh, so yeah, that makes sense. He's got a prepper steady. I knew I was waiting for something. Leave it to steading. Leave it to steading. She cut my hair really short in the back. Look at, can you guys see that? Short. Not used to it that short. I noticed I always had this hairstyle for my whole life, just layered and feathered on the sides. And I have noticed as I've gotten older, it doesn't do it the same way it used to. Like I can't get these sides. These are not, this is long to me. And back in the day, they were much shorter and my hair's thinning out. Oh, that is priceless, Moonlight. Brian, I will be most likely starting them in here and then bringing them out into the greenhouse. It's so cold here right now. I may start some in there after it warms up, but it's really cold at night still. Things would freeze. Um, the onions I started in here because they take 10 to 12 weeks. So I figured right now is safe because in 10 to 12 weeks from now, we'll be pushing into almost May. Yeah, I just started them like 2 days ago. So we're going, April is 4, May is 4. So that's 8 weeks. So yeah, the onions will be good. But anything else is too early right now. My dad does because he has a heated greenhouse. So he can grow them and keep them in there long after if the weather doesn't cooperate later and you can't get them outside. Like he's got tomatoes that'll be ready in May to eat. He started them early enough to where he'll have fresh tomatoes in May. We are, yes. The nights are really cold still. Steading, that's doing the 2 steps. Step 1, the horse. Step 2, the cow. I'll stop and get boots and a cowboy hat and spurs for you. I like it. Hey, Ginger Ninja. Oh, making me laugh. It's nice to see everybody. I know I've been MIA, but there's just been some part of me that just I do what I got to do around here, and then I sit down and I read a book or I watch a movie or a TV show, and I try to forget about everything that's going on, honestly, because I was getting sucked in to all the Senate meetings and watching all Ted Cruz rip apart Mayorkas, and I was just focusing on that too much. And I was like, I got to step back. I got to do my work around here and then find something else to occupy my time. And I wanted to start reading some of my books. Look for the bow-legged ones. They naturally fit better. I missed you guys so much. Oh. Ginger Ninja, what have you been doing today? I'm sure you've been busy. We did get my son brought over a few of the outside toys that they were going to get rid of, but I had him bring some here, like the big Little Tikes climbing stuff, the big heavy plastic with the holes and you can climb up and go down the slide. I said, bring some of that here so that when you come visit in the summer, Audra and Emmett have something to use here because they get bored with the stuff they have after a while. So they rotate their stuff out. I said, well, bring a couple things here. So over the course of the last year or two, me and Chris picked up a cozy coop and a Little Tikes heavy duty plastic picnic table with the attached bench that people were giving away, a basketball hoop that adjusts. So I brought those things here. We'll wash them down and we'll have them for the grandkids when they come because we had to take the swing set down It was not safe anymore. Hey, Ark Wild Man. Oh, is Shift Kicker live? Holy crap, I didn't know that. I looked and nobody was live when I went on. Oh boy, I hate jumping on when someone else is on. I don't want to be disrespectful. Let me see. Woman Wednesday. Oh, that's right. Today's Wednesday. She streamed an hour ago. Oh, okay. I didn't. I thought I might have. I've been out in my garden. I'm already transplanting my sprouts from the greenhouse to my garden. Yeah, I wish we could here. We can't yet. Hey, B. Mitch. Was it you who won Pinball's generator a while back, a couple weeks back? Because I thought I had your number and I had texted you, but nobody ever responded, so I may not have had the correct number. I was so happy when they said it was a B Mitch. Me and Chris was whooping away. He was like, "What?" And I'm like, "I gotta text her. I thought I had your number." He was so happy, so was I when you won that. It couldn't have happened to her. So I just got a text uh from my daughter-in-law, Emmett's mother. So when we went over there last weekend, Chris had Emmett watch him take his teeth out. So Emmett was like blown away. And so he was trying to take his teeth out and he was telling his mom to take her teeth out. And then he was just like looking, and it was odd to him for Chris to take his teeth out. So she just texted me saying, Emmett has been talking about Grampy's teeth all day, had a complete and utter meltdown, refusing to go outside and play because I wouldn't take my teeth out. And this morning he was just yelling, "Come on over, Grampy, mouth and teeth out." Oh, yeah, you should have seen the look on Emmett's face when Chris was taking his teeth out. Well, congratulations, B Mitch. I'm so happy for you. Chris was so happy too. He was hooting and hollering. Oh, it was so nice. I took a picture. I'm going to send it to Laker Trust. Yeah. Crossover Paranormal Society. Hi there. Welcome. Well, I'm glad that you won that. I really am. That was a really nice surprise. I bet you were, because I was too. And Chris was too. And it wasn't even us that won it. Are those biofreeze resistant? As what biofreeze resistant? Oh, the teeth. I don't know. I haven't had to use my biofreeze in a long time, so I'm not going to jinx it. But I do have it. My trusty sidekick. It's right here. Right next to my Three Musketeers that I've had in there for like a month. I still have the sugar-free candy that's sitting here. I don't eat candy much, so yeah. Yeah. Oh, my hubby was I'm glad. I'm so glad it was you, B Mitch. I'm headed out. My ride is here. Have a great rest. You too, Sherry. I hope my garden is doing okay. My other sister is watering it while I'm away. I hope so too. I've come to realize nobody takes care of your stuff better than you. And you know what? I see this. I got to fix my curtain. I don't know if that's it better. Is that better? I was seeing like a glow here. We got these black out panel curtains. Before we had a brown pair that you could see through. It was like a sheer, but I wanted something dark. I like a dark living room. I don't know what it is. I don't like a bright, sunny room. So I'm loving these curtains. And the next day after we put them up, I took a nap. It was like 10:30. I started reading and then I fell asleep and I didn't wake up until almost 3 o'clock because it was so nice and dark in here. I was like, yeah. It's because my sleep in my room, in my bed, is uncomfortable. I don't get a good, peaceful night's sleep. So when I do take a nap, which I don't do it often, but when I do, I crash, especially on this couch. It's like sleeping in a cloud. I know, Ginger Ninja. I agree. I was so happy to see that. I found more pineapple upside down cake ice cream and I got one for you. Oh, I can't wait to try it. I put some black ones out in my pantry / spare room. I love these blackout curtains. It was expensive though. It was a 2-pack for $17. And we have one, two, three, one, two, 4, 5, 6 panels go on this window. And then 1, 2, 4 panels on that set of windows. Yeah, I don't like a bright room. I just don't. I know that's odd. I know. I mean, if I needed to keep the light because we didn't have electricity and I needed the natural light, I would open the curtains. But I love where people, when you look from the yard, you can't see in here at all. It's just black. I love that. I only brought my mushroom box with me. Oh, I can't wait to try that ice cream. You grow mushrooms? I can't eat mushrooms. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person, B. Mitch. Let me know how you like that brand too, because me and Chris, hopefully this year, we're starting to save for a solar thing like that. So I'd be curious on how you like it and how it works. I don't know what the name of it was. I'd have to go back to the live stream and watch it, but the best way to get an idea is from someone that has one. So if, you know, let me know when you start using it, how you like it. Is it easy to use? Does it take a long time to charge and stuff like that? Hey, Steel and Tree. Oh, you got to have blood work. Ugh. Make sure you bring something to snack on after you give blood. You don't get lightheaded. That happens to me. I get lightheaded. I can't wait for the warmer weather to get out there and start working. I do notice that all the squirrels are jumping in my grow boxes. They are right there by the house, but that's because nobody's outside to distract them. They don't have any movement out there because no one's outside right now. Once I get out there, Chris is going to put the doors. We bought 2 doors, wooden doors, and it's full screen. So he's going to put them on the inside jamb of the door, the outside doors we have on the greenhouse right now. We're going to put a set of doors on each end on the inside so that I can open one. The instead of taking the doors on and off all the time because you can't. In the night, you still have to have the door shut. So we kept the metal storm door on the outside, and you walk in, and on the inside, he's going to it's a wooden door with all screen so that I don't have to keep running out there all day. Because last year I opened the storm door, kept it open, but I'd have to go out there because squirrels were getting in there and chipmunks and things, and they were eating my food, my tomatoes and stuff, because I wasn't out there constantly. So to keep them away. So I said, we have to get a door where it's all screen, because these storm doors I have, this one on this end, the screen is just at the top, and then it's a storm one at the bottom. On the other end, it was a storm at the top and a screen at the bottom. It was just a square. I said, that's not good for the airflow. We need more airflow in the summer. So we got those all screen. They're lighter doors where we can keep that outside door open, and then you have that second door. I hate needles when they stick me. I'm going to scream like a I got used to it when I was doing the IVF for my twins. I had to do my own needle in my belly every morning. And then my husband at the time had to give me a needle this long in my upper back buttocks every morning, too. Is it hardwire screen or soft window style? I don't know. I don't know. They were $100 a door. I don't know. I'd have to look. We just bought them and he stuffed them out there. We bought them over the winter and we put them out there. But we got the window, we got the latches to put up there too, so that we can latch it shut. Yeah. I did it when we had extra money, and I'm glad we did. Now that the electric has gone up, it's been kicking the ass. Oh, lie. I don't think they'll be. No, this is. Oh, I see what you mean. No, they won't be able to eat through it. And I'm outside more, but I'm not outside all day. I'll come in for an hour or something. So they wouldn't have time to chew through it. It's just that sometimes when I was coming in, they noticed it was quiet and they would go, oh, the bunnies would go in there. So we took care of that problem. Say a prayer for Steel and Tree. Oh, that's good, Moonlight. Yeah. My eggs were crap. They grade your eggs, and mine were on the lowest of the grading scale. He told me don't get my hopes up, the doctor, and it worked. Pepper Stedding, you're gonna kill me. Oh. Oh God. Hopefully you're okay after. We're always going to be here, Eric, so you can always come back. Let us know you made it through. Yeah, mine weren't either. But I was 36 years old when I started the process too. So I was considered geriatric. They told me I was geriatric. Because 35 you're considered geriatric after that, high risk. And they did tell me, because when me and Chris got together, I thought briefly, very, very briefly, to have my tubes untied again and do it. And the doctor said I wouldn't. You probably wouldn't make it through the delivery. So we didn't do it. What does blue coat the needle mean? I have no clue what that means. And I probably should know, but I don't. Yeah, we had it out here too, Ginger Ninja. There was an email that went out from the school saying that They are fully prepared for anything, and there is school today there that regardless of what you're hearing, um, there's hoaxes going all over the place, and I have a feeling that's going to drive a lot of the after this one, a lot of the teachers are going to rethink going back to teaching. People are going to end up it's going to be these kids are going to end up doing remote learning. Yep. Which is going to make them even worse with society when they really get out there in society. It's too bad. I couldn't even watch one of the where they had the footage of the body cam. I couldn't even watch it. I didn't even watch it. I won't even put it on. I can't. I can't. I think this is going to hit a lot of people. A lot of people. And I couldn't even watch it. I know I was watching Appalachian Homestead and she said she watched it and she just couldn't even I can't even bring myself to watch it. I can't. Oh, crushed Viagra. See, I know what you meant, but I didn't know what you meant. That's what Sierra said, Ginger Ninja. Sierra said the same thing yesterday when she came home. She said it's not good because they're going to call so many of these hoaxes in. And then when the real thing happens, they're not going to be paying attention. They're not going to bother. And that came out of Sierra's mouth yesterday when she got home. Yeah. Smoked her ass like a country ham. I have no freaking clue what you're talking about. Yeah. And they're in this town. I don't know if I mentioned this, but they're doing a 2.5 proposition override thing. And they've been putting out emails because they want to fix the school that Sierra's in and get it fixed up. And they're saying that in order to do that, our property taxes have to go up $1,205 a year. That'll bring it up to over $4,000 a year for our property taxes. And if they don't pass it with that, then they're going to be cutting 8 teachers, full-time teachers, all the non like they're going to change they're going to get rid of every department in the town, the school, the highway, the police, the firemen are going to get all their cancer screenings canceled. They won't be able to do those. No more road maintenance. It's going to be bad. And then the teachers are going to be losing a lot. They're going to be getting rid of like the music, anything that's non like educational, like all the extracurricular stuff. And the classes are going to go from 22 kids to 27 to 30 kids in a class. Yeah. And they just built a new fire department that was way over the top. That it wasn't that big of a fire. It was way too much. We didn't need it that like that. And that's going to cause a lot of people, if they do pass it, a lot of people are not going to be able to pay their taxes because our water has gone up, our electric has it like everywhere, I'm sure like everywhere, but this town is one of the lowest tax towns there around here because there's really not much here. There's no shopping here. There's nothing big here. It's a quiet town, low key town, but it's nice and it's clean and it's, I don't know. There's Shift Kicker. I was freaking out. I thought I was overlapping with your live stream. I was like, I didn't see anybody live. That's why I went. And they mentioned that someone said they just came from your live and I freaked out. I'm like, I can't believe I just went over her live like that. But then I looked and you had already ended it. So I felt bad for a minute. These people are going to FAFO. I don't know what that means. He's just hungry. I think they'll take every active, especially at a school, as real. I hope they do be charming. Good. The woke so-called teachers need to go anyway. Waste of taxpayers' money. Timothy Collins. Hi, Timothy Collins. Hi. Thank you, Shift Kicker. I just got back from my ex daughter-in-law. She's a hairstylist, so she does my hair. But look at the white. Look at the white. I don't like it because it's just white here, and then it's brown all back here. And this is natural. It used to be all blonde, and now it's gotten darker and white. Like my mother. My mother has white right here too. I agree, Stedding. There are so many retired vets that could be put in the schools to protect the children. And I fully agree, and I know not everybody may, but teachers should be allowed to carry in the schools if they are properly licensed and know how to use it. Hey, Susie B. D. My boyfriend's job just hired a trans, and everyone had to do an hour class, how to talk appropriately to it. It was a big, old, burly man with a full beard. And if anyone calls it a him, they get fired. Oh my God. I wouldn't even talk to him. Wouldn't even talk to him. I'd say hi and bye, and that's about as far as I would go. Oh, F around and okay. I'm not up with all this. Hi, Timothy Collins. Where do I know you from? Are you new? You're new here. It looks like because I. Yeah, mine's just going straight to white. It's ugly. They carry at my kid's school. That's good. Yeah, I agree, Ginger Ninja. It's so nice to catch up with you guys. I know I've been MIA and I just been doing stuff. I just been doing stuff. I did cleaned up this whole area and I just been taking a step back and been doing a lot of cleaning. I've been doing a lot of purging. I got rid of a lot of stuff that I just had sitting around that I got rid of all my plug-in candle scent holders. You know, the ones you plug in, they warm up, and then you have those tarts you put on there and they melt and they smell. I thought I would like them, and I'd been given some for Christmas, and I had stocked up on a lot I saw at yard sales, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not wasting my electricity for that. And I had them all stored down in a cabinet, so I got rid of all that. I went through I had been collecting photo albums when I saw them at the thrift stores that were brand new, but I never put pictures in them. I use these binders, these regular binders, and I use the photo inserts. So I got rid of all the photo albums that were sitting around. I just been purging. It feels so good to get rid of stuff. I like the white hair and peppered hair, Lee. It's a pretty and unique too. Thank you, but I don't. Not when I've been a blonde my whole life. I don't like it. And she's constantly telling me people actually go into the salon to get this color done to their hair, and I have it naturally, but I think she just says that to make me feel better. I don't know. uh, Yeah, I agree. And I just find that I'm not gonna waste my electricity on that. Like those electric plugins, those air freshener plugins, I don't do those either. That's a waste, especially with the way the electricity is going up around here. No. And then she said, the lady at the electric company, because it's 30, uh, not even a year ago, it was 11 cents a kilowatt. It went up to 24 cents, then 30 cents, and now it's 33 cents a kilowatt in less than a year. And she said, "Oh yeah, April it's going down to 31 cents." I said, "When is it going to go back down to the 11 cents it was?" She had no answer for me. Bye, Shift Kicker. Well, thank you, Ginger Ninja. I don't feel that way, but I appreciate it. Yeah, the salon I go to is my ex-daughter-in-law, and she only charges me $30 to get my hair washed, cut, and my brows done. She don't charge me what she charges everybody else. She doesn't even want to take that from me, but I make her take something. And I had I wanted my back highlighted, but she never when she didn't get my apparent I text her through Facebook Messenger, and she didn't get my last one where I had made the appointment and then I added on that I what about getting my color, getting the highlights, and she didn't respond to that one. She didn't get she her phone is funky. So she told me to start texting her through her regular phone number, and she pays attention to that more. They are making their hair white or gray on purpose. I know. Who would want this? Come on, people. Who would want that? That's white. Who would want that? 10 TV. Hey, hi 10. Incense and candles equals no electric. Right. Right. That's why, Timothy, we went to thrift stores a couple weekends in a row and we got the sconces for the wall. See on both sides? Back in the day, I used to do home interiors where we had all that. It was part of like picture groups. I had all that. That was the 80s. And then it stopped becoming a thing. So we all, when we change or we move, we change our decor. I got rid of them all. And now I'm looking for them at thrift stores and they're hard to find. So we got a whole bunch of sets, put them up there, and put the emergency candles from the Dollar Tree in there. That this pillars they're about this tall, and they run about 6 hours. So I got tons of boxes of those. So we put them up there, out of the way, so the cat can't knock them down. Or if we walk over there, because I walk over there to go open the windows, and Chris sits on this side. So we needed them up high enough that we wouldn't knock them off the wall. Green hair. No, no, no. Can't do green hair. I do not like my brown in the back. I don't like my brown because I've always had blonde hair. I was born with like bleach blonde hair, and you can still see some of the blonde in there, but it's mixed with the white now and the brown. She's like, "You don't even need to get your hair colored because it's naturally done that way." But I don't like this brown right here. It's I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I guess we're never happy with what we have. Yeah. And then she likes to fricking mess around with my hair, and I like it like this. Just leave it alone, blow dry it and leave it alone. She likes to take that curly brush and make me with curls that bob in, and I don't like all that. I look like an old lady. Old lady when she gets so there was a while where she would just cut it and I would blow dry it myself, and she would get so frustrated with me because she likes to play with your hair after. put all these chemicals in it and twirl it and turn it. And I don't like all that. I just like cut my hair. I'm going to blow dry it upside down. And whichever way it falls is how it falls. And this is how it falls. You see? It's all layered. So that's how it falls. You know? But she likes to get out the curling iron and then the twirly round brush and all this crazy stuff. And then I look like a poodle when I leave there. She used to get so frustrated with me because I'm like, no, I'll blow dry it. And she'd have a salon full of customers and they're all looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm over there blow drying my own hair. She knew not to argue with me because I'm the grandmother. So Kool-Aid hair too. Oh God, no. I hope it does. You look great, but do what makes you feel. I just like to, I'm simple. I'm just simple. You're going live tonight? I don't stay up, so I miss all your night stuff. I don't stay up. I'm in bed early. I'm up at 5 every morning, so I'm in bed early. And let me be honest, by nighttime, by 4, 5, I'm done with YouTube. I want to just lay down and watch TV. Like last night, we got caught up on our 911. We got caught up on Rookie. I don't want to YouTube and I don't want to hear all the negative news. And I just want to zone out at that point. Born a blonde, turned to brown, now white. So blonde is what I go back to. I used to dye my hair back in the day. I did because I wanted it like see-through blonde because I was already blonde, but I wasn't happy with it. I wanted it blonder. I don't anymore. It's been 10, 15 years now. If you like the bang look, you could just cut the gray on the front sides off. Like that. I don't know. Wow, we've already been on almost an hour and a half. It goes fast. Sierra will be home in a half an hour. I hear all the school buses. I can't see now because we got the black curtains up. I did open them the last couple days so I could lay on the couch and read, and I had the natural light. My computer keeps glitching. I hope my monitor is not going. No fuss, no muss. On Amazon, I ordered a hair band style for a messy bun, filled the hair. Well, thanks, Brian. I think I'm going to get off, actually. I'm going to get all my spices together and my flour and everything ready so that I can just start dipping my thighs so that I can make the fried chicken tonight and get everything ready. Usually Sierra comes home and we chit chat or we watch Cujo. She had never seen Cujo, so we watched that the other day. That was something for her to watch. She was like, wow. But anyway, thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. I just figured I'd get on. I didn't have nothing pressing to do. I will tell Chris hello, and I have a feeling we will be doing a live stream soon together. Yeah. It'll be a surprise live stream. But everybody have a great day. See you all soon and watch for us. I will probably make an announcement when we're going to go live so that everybody knows ahead of time because it'll be a special one. Bye, everybody.